Actually, some guy on another team this morning equipped everyone with shotguns, and I just said to him, that is rookie mistake. I'm going to clean you out.
Hello, I'm Dan, and welcome to a special episode of Omerta. Joining me today is Henry, Finn, and our special guest, Ted. He's head of the North American PR for, I think, is it Kalypso Media?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, and I'm about to go up against him on the co-op mode of Omerta. Right.
Oh, did you want to do co-op or competitive?
Oh, competitive. Either one.
I launched
Competitive sounds a lot more.
Oh god, Dan!
No,
you're gonna
no,
play
no, no,
competitive.
it's,
Someone who knows what they're doing.
Oh no, I'll be fine. It's good. It's good. It's all good.
You have 20 seconds to move.
Oh, you've got a big
He's
man.
already won, really.
No. This is fine. This is fine.
Let's rush them crashers.
Oh my word.
Right, okay, Finn, do you want to answer some questions? Ask some questions and answer them, obviously.
Yeah, I was wondering if there's going to be any
ready.
DLC or any added content anytime soon.
There is some DLC. Some of it was distributed with the special editions that people ordered. I'm not sure what the future DLC is, but there has been some already.
Okay, what kind of DLC is that?
Right now it's characters. So characters and whatever their special weapon is becomes unlocked in your game. So I think it's Jan, and I forget his last name, but he was
Horse feathers.
the
Here
Amazon
they are.
unlock.
You're gonna
And,
bark or bite?
if you had pre-ordered through Amazon, and he came with these, they were basically like a brass knuckle set, and that becomes unlocked in your game, so other characters can use that weapon too in your game.
Okay.
I actually wanted to know why the release date is such a big difference between European and American.
Usually it's just production issues.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's really not anything huge. It's like, 2 weeks difference is just, sometimes it's production, sometimes it's, for example, certain retailers in the US said, well, we stock our shelves on this specific day.
Oh, really? That kind of stuff quite interests me. Like, I've always wondered what actually makes people have different release dates in different continents. Interests me.
Yep. A lot of times it's just as simple as when the retailer wants to put it on a shelf, or, like I said, getting it produced, basically.
Yeah.
We use different manufacturing facilities, so one may be just a little behind the other, or just their scheduling works differently. Oh man, somebody tore up my marksman already.
Wait, is Dan actually...
No, I'm not doing. No. That's
Oh, no. Sorry.
Aye?
Flaming Octopi is curious about sandbox mode, and do you just start in Atlantic City, or do you take control of wherever you want, apparently, or whoever you want?
It's just Atlantic City, so it's kind of building it the same way, and then I believe you have a set amount of money you start with, sort of the same way Tropico was.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's my favorite attack from Doc. I love his drunken stagger.
The problem is it doesn't hit anyone.
When you're up close, man, it'll do insta-kills, man. You got to get really close with it. I've actually, for most multiplayer, swapped Doc out with a shotgun, and he's just...
What?
He doesn't do his drunken stagger with that, but he's pretty mean with it. He's pretty vicious.
Have you ever played Gangland? A lot of people compare it to Gangland, if you've ever heard of it.
I haven't. I've heard of it, and I've kind of looked it up since I'd heard all the comparisons, but I never actually played it.
There's also a gangster game, it's called Gangster. It came out in 1998, and people seem to think it looks like that as well.
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably inspired a bit by that.
There's a lot of questions about the multiplayer. Like, there's two co-op and two co-op.
Let me
two
fly it then.
competitive. Like, how will there be more levels coming out in DLC, or how does that work?
To be honest, I haven't heard. I'm hoping there's going to be more in DLC, but I don't really know off the top of my head, to be honest.
Fair enough.
I was wondering, is there going to be sort of like any changes made to the campaign?
I shoot you, you fall down.
Maps and the campaign itself, or any add-ons or anything like that?
There's more than likely going to be some add-ons. It's one of those things that developers are playing it close to their vest exactly what they're releasing.
Yeah.
So I wish I had a better answer. That's exactly what's coming.
Fair enough.
Have you finished a single player, Ted?
No. The funny thing is being on the PR
I
side and
need a
demoing
drink.
it all the time, I end up playing like the same levels again and again and again. It's like if you look on Steam, I have 31 hours in on the Steam build, and I'm still only on like the 4th map because I started over for a demo. I start from round 1 and do it all over again. And I've probably, if you before it was even on Steam, when they would just distribute a build and we'd practice it for demos, I've probably got more than 100 hours into this game easy. But they're all the same 4 levels I keep playing.
Typical.
Yeah.
Let's get
Probably
it
one
done.
of the least, probably the worst thing about working in PR is you do literally just ruin the games for yourself because you have to play the same bits over and over again until you just eventually get bored.
And plus, you've just seen it for so long.
Yeah.
Played this game for a year of development. I tell people that all the time. They're like, "Oh, you must be so excited when it ships." I said, "Yeah, because I never have to see a game again." I'm like, don't get me wrong. I may love the game. I mean, I worked on Halo 2 back in my Microsoft days. But I'll tell you, when that game released, I was done with it. I wanted nothing to do with it. I was like, you know how many demos of this I've given, and just you get a little tired of it.
Yeah, on the downside of things, like, is there going to be any tutorial kind of stuff going out there at all? Because when you first start in, it can be quite daunting to kind of get used to everything.
Well, are you talking about in single player or?
Yeah, in single player.
Single player by default, the first 2 levels are tutorial missions. They slowly walk you through everything.
Let me
I
fly
think,
it
I
then.
think Dan's just quite
Dan's just
bad
terrible
at
at the
picking
game,
up
man.
that kind of stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't have too much trouble with it, if I'm honest.
There you go. It's just Dan's videos, which don't do it any
Fantastic.
justice.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I really want to. No, too late.
I was wondering
Really,
whether you'd ever come up against other rival gangs at any point that might, counter
On it.
drive by you or anything like that.
Oh, throughout the single player, you'll be up against other gangs. There's some other missions where they're kind of fighting back. So you will definitely go toe to toe with some of the other guys,
Yeah.
and they will do annoying things like take your buildings that you don't leave guarded.
All right.
Okay, my smoke cloud is doing nothing. I threw it in the wrong spot. Like my girl in her prom dress running around.
Right. Okay.
I like how it's still got the tropical kind of sense of humor, kind of sense of humor as well. I like that kind of style they've gone with. I really like that.
Yeah, they know what they're good at, and they're good at making the most use out of it. That's for sure.
In business.
I probably shouldn't shoot at Doc when he's behind a pillar. I've been playing this all morning. Actually, some guy on another team this morning equipped everyone with shotguns, and I just said to him, that is rookie mistake. I'm going to clean you out.
So whenever I run into a guy with a shotgun, I usually
Oh no.
lose. Like I'm pretty bad at the game. If I'm honest. We did a sandbox video recently, and I thought I was going to be able to beat Dan. We played it so we were playing the same
Let me
map
fly it then.
at the same time, and I stormed a building. I just got I couldn't even get through the door. All my guys got killed in the doorway, and yeah.
Ready
Wasn't
for
great.
It's a little rough when you get killed in the doorway.
Yeah, I couldn't get in the door. There's so many guys there just looking in at me. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, the co-op level, the bank robbery one gets ugly like that because the minute you finally get the money and start to leave the bank, the FBI arrives.
Oh yes, they're really,
done that.
really good.
They're really good. Yeah, when you see Elite Agent as their name in the initiative tree, you know it's just not going to be good.
Yeah, we did the Prison Break one, the co-op level, and we got all our guys out after 20 attempts, and then started walking back, and then the army arrived. I went, oh my god. We didn't do that one either. I don't think we've ever completed the co-op level. I don't think we ever managed to do it. It's tough. You have to be good at the game.
It's quite annoying when you send your guy out and he doesn't quite have enough movement points to get behind the cover, and
Yep.
everyone just unloads on him. I feel like crying.
Yeah, it's very unforgiving. It's a good thing about it is that when you get drawn into action, like there's nothing you can do. You have to do it, and it's kind of
Yeah. Well, one thing I always tell people too is because a lot of people were expecting, sort of, why can't I hit this guy from across the map with a gun? And I'm like, these are guns from the 1920s. They basically just fling metal in a direction and hope for the best.
it's true.
Oh, see, talking about movement, I was trying to get Doc up to heal one of the other characters and he didn't have enough movement points. And so, this will end poorly.
There's been a good comment on one of the videos which says, I think Dan's dumber than a sack of hammers.
Now I have to.
People who haven't played this yet don't know how the game can be quite unforgiving. So I think when it comes out and they actually play it, I think they might take some of these comments back. So I don't think Dan is that...
Yeah, they're just I wish to eat crow as a button on YouTube's comments. Or deliver a little humble pie to them.
Yes, exactly. Some people need it though. Some people just assume that we're terrible, but they haven't played it themselves. They don't know that the game's actually quite difficult at times. And
It doesn't help that I am actually terrible at games.
And you are terrible at games.
Yes. Oh God.
Oh, man, you managed to keep your bruiser back there.
On it.
Yeah, I know.
This is not good. You've got the reserves back there.
Considering you've played this game a lot, what would you say the best setup is at the moment?
I'm
Or
way
your
better
favourite,
than
let's say?
you.
Well, you just killed it.
Sweet.
So I think it's terribly effective as a best setup. Favored, perhaps, but...
If you do lose against Dan, you're going to not live this down, I don't think.
Alright.
I don't know.
Done with a sack of hammers, apparently.
Come on. Doc.
How do you feel about the melee
I knew you would
characters?
I am terrible with them.
Yes, thank you for saying that.
Now in single player I can play them because it's just there's more time, the map is bigger, so I can set them to basically just hide somewhere for a while, and then as I start weakening the enemy, then they can run up
And beat them.
Yes, exactly.
Let me
But for the
fly
most part,
it
I mean,
then.
like Big Man, the guy in the purple suit that you just killed. He's supposed to be a
Once again,
melee
I
character,
get
but I
the
found with a
job done.
shotgun, he's awesome too.
He
Not
usually starts with a
die.
baseball bat.
So how do you go about getting your character's guns in the single player then? What kind of things do you have to do to get different guns?
Ready, boss.
As you play the later levels in the single player, what you'll find is starting at about level 3, and when the city really starts unlocking things like sheriff's deputies that you can visit their houses, and there's options like bribe them, but also one of the other options will be buy firearm. So if you've got enough cash on hand, you can actually buy different types of guns from them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I am so dead.
I made the mistake when I was making my boss character to make him well, I didn't know it would do it, but I made him a melee character by accident by selecting the options at the
I
start.
get the job done.
So when I got into the game, I was like, did my first mission. I didn't realise, but all he could do was punch.
So
It's just like he absolutely got murdered.
I made that mistake when I was first learning it, and I did the knife, and I was just like, okay, I've got to sneak up on people the whole game. I don't think so. Not have that talent. I need to shoot.
Yeah, I was quite lucky. I picked the right options and I got a guy with a shotgun, which was very, very handy.
Okay, right, I won that. Sweet.
Did you win that?
Yes!
Yes,
I won!
kept Squigs hiding indoors, and so after all my guys were weak, he came out. And Squigs cleaned up.